Welcome to Friday's edition of the Floating Head Chronicles. This was Rest in Peace, Poor Caleb. Now, this story is insane and definitely new fear unlocked for most parents. Now, this happened in 2016, but I had never heard of it, and I like to throw this out there for other parents in case you have a new water park that opens up or some new world's largest, fastest ride that you let others partake in. Make sure it's safe first. I don't know, but this is crazy. This happened in Schlitterbahn Water Park in Kansas City. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know German names like that. Schlitterbahn. I don't know. I tried, guys. But he got onto this water raft on the world's tallest slide, and look at it's named. Means insane in German. 168-foot drop and speeds reaching 70 miles per hour. Unfortunately, Caleb's raft reached the peak of the second hump. He hit a metal support, resulting in a catastrophic accident that decapitated him mid-flight. Now, the family had recalled how it was that day in the incident and how it took place, and it was devastating to hear them talk, stating that they don't even know how they got home. Went in as a family of 6, came back a family of 5, and all they were trying to do is just have a family fun day. Nobody expected this to happen. 2 other passengers on the same raft, both women were injured. One had a broken jaw, the other had a facial bone fracture requiring stitches. So they talk about how much he weighed, and he was seated at the front of the raft when it took flight. The 2 women respectfully caused an uneven weight distribution in the raft. So, with the 2 nylon seatbelt-like straps, one across the lap, another diagonally like a car shoulder seatbelt, he was able to fly right out of that thing. So now if you see, this is the exact slide. Incident raised serious concerns about the lack of regulations in the U.S. Engineers who inspected the ride pointed out that the ride's netting, which is used in areas where riders can reach speeds up to 70 miles per hour, was its own hazard. A rider moving at high speeds could easily lose a limb if they hit it. Now, however, the ride's designer, Jeff, was one of those determined to create the fastest, tallest water slide in the world, despite having no engineering qualifications. Jeff is the son of Bob, one of the founders of the water park, and he played a significant role in developing these water slides. But people that worked with Jeff thought that he's one of those I'm always right. I can't, no matter what is going to happen because he said so. You already know that whatever has to get done is going to get done, and so he can get that claim of having this amazing ride. But employees that were at the park claimed that there was a lack of training for the employees operating the rides. The only inspections they've done is people riding down the slides one at a time, saying it's fine, you're good to go the rest of the day. Now, there was footage from a documentary. The water slide showed a raft going airborne during initial testing of the slide. In one clip, Jeff can be heard saying it fell backwards in every sandbag in there. The grand opening was delayed due to safety concerns, but they finally opened it up to public in 2014. The final design of the ride had rafts traveling at a speed of 70 miles per hour, and it stood 168 feet, 7 inches tall. So, Scott Schwab, upon losing his son, addressed the fellow lawmakers for legislation reform. After the incident announced in November that the slide was to be torn down once the criminal investigations were concluded. Now, a settlement was reached, obviously, and they can't bring their son back, so yeah, $20 million in 2017, at least it's something better than nothing, because their whole family's destroyed over this, and I feel like a whole lot of fears were unlocked for many of us. So they get to reflect and look back on things with Caleb, and that's all they have of him is those memories. But look at this video angle. Imagine going 70 miles per hour. Oh, God. Now, the former operations director and the owner of the water park were indicted by a grand jury on charges including involuntary manslaughter and aggravated battery due to allegations of negligence and hiding of defects concerning the ride. So they claimed that Jeff and John lacked technical expertise to design a properly functioning water slide. However, on February 22nd of 2019, the court dropped the criminal charges against the duo due to the introduction of inadmissible evidence to grand jury. So although the park where the slide was located continues to operate, there is new management, because you know how that works, right? They tear down the ride and it's new management that's not going to allow that again. And I'm pretty certain anybody that's, anytime they would try to put up a new ride, someone's overly inspecting it after this incident. But this is the kind of stuff that creeps me out. Like you go on these rides at these parks and you expect them to be the safest. And we've already seen many accidents that have happened, like at Six Flags and these world's tallest rides, where something freak happens because someone cut a corner. And maybe it's always some sort of something where they couldn't lock the safety harness well enough, or someone was slipped right through it. It's always something that you figure you have these safety precautions in place just so that doesn't happen. But rest in peace to this poor boy, and terrible for his family. It's been some years now, but you never get over something like that. And I feel like the rest of us now are like gonna second question things when it comes to the safety of, don't just trust these parks. Like, literally read the signs and see what all the safety precautions are, because I think a lot of us overlook them when we're looking. They're like, yep, you're tall enough to ride this ride, all right, you're good to go. You never question anything else. And that's the most devastating thing. One fun day turns into the most traumatic day of your life. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Have you seen this before? Is there other ones that you know about besides Six Flag ones? I know all those ones. Tag me, because this is just crazy to me. I hope you have a good rest of your night.